Hey everybody, it's Sister Sower and welcome back. This video is for family or those of you who have joined my Soda Reap 65 channel or Facebook group, I should say. So the other night I had scheduled like a seed party so that we could, for those of you who were wanting to know how to start your seeds and get your plants going, that we, could kind of go through that process and walk you through it. And I understand everybody's schedule is kind of haywire and hectic. So thank you for those of you who were able to join and jump on. And those of you who did, you already know what you're doing because you had a pretty good head start. So I'm proud of you, but thanks for joining and jumping on anyway. But for those of you who weren't able to get on, I just thought I would do this real quick and just let you know there is no pressure. There's no need to be intimidated. You just get your seeds, you get your dirt, you get some water, you get them in there, and we get it started. So I'll show you what I'm doing to get mine started, and then hopefully that will help you have a little courage and feel better about going through the process because it's really not that difficult. And I can understand the intimidation because I was once there, but really it's a lot of fun and it's really not that serious. So all I did was I have my seed starting dirt, or I have some potting soil really. Um, so whatever you find in the store, that's fine. I have some, what is this called? The Ocean Forest Fox Fox Farm Ocean Forest. The bag is big, so but I'm just starting with this. You can get any seed starting. If you're starting with seeds, you can get any seed starting or potting soil mix. Really, it's up to you. It's up to you. But this is what I use, and I actually have some other soil, so it's really up to you. So anyway, I have that, and then I have my little containers that I'm going to start my seeds in, and I have some paint pens that I got from, I think it was Michael's. Um, these are these are a little better than the Sharpies are because they don't fade. After a while, the Sharpies will fade, especially if you have stuff outside. But these are a little more durable for the weather, so I have these. And I went ahead and I just started labeling uh, the actual container itself. I also have these, but since I'm starting them, you can like cut these down and then stick them down in the dirt or put them down way down. Because what I'm going to do, I'm going to cover these up so that will help them to germinate. And then once they start popping up, I'll take the cover off and then I'll leave it like this. Or when I transplant it, then I'll use one of these and I'll label one of these. So either way is fine. This is just the way I'm doing it for now. So in this one, I'm going to put some pak choi, and I have all my other containers labeled, um, and they're all labeled here. So what I've started doing is um, getting the soil in there. So this is about, oh, it's just about to the top line there, but I left a little space. So I'm filling them all up now. And then after I fill them all, then I'll start putting the seeds in. So that's where I am. This one is gonna have cabbage, and I just labeled the container. Like I said, you can use that or you can do whatever works for you, whatever you feel like doing. I was just having some fun since I have the paint pens. So I'm just doing it like this, trying to be a little creative. So cabbage is gonna go in this, and I have all these other ones. So give me a second. I'm gonna continue to fill in the containers, and then I'll show you my next step. Hold on. Now, I actually wet my soil ahead of time instead of putting the dirt in there and then getting it all wet. I just added the water to it and I kind of worked it into the soil and then I'm putting it in. I think that helps it come together a little better. And then as you're putting it into your container, you want to pack it down because you want to make sure there's no air pockets in there. So kind of pat it down and get it nice and firm in there because when you get your seeds in, then we're going to get everything going. So gonna carry on here. And I'm just using this, basically this mop bucket. I put my soil in there. I have my water here. I just pour it in there. I mix it to the consistency that I want. And then I just start going from there. So gonna keep on. And if you do invest in the paint pens, just to help you out, to get these started, you're gonna have to shake them really well. And when you open it up for the first time, the tip is actually going to be white. So you have to shake it and then start pressing down on it. And then once you see that paint color come out, then you're ready to write. Just a tip to help your sanity. Because that about drove me crazy. See, it comes on real nice and bright. I've got different colors, but for the black, the yellow one's really working out well. And I'm going to put Georgia collards in this one. I think I'll do this side. So if you liked playing in the dirt as a kid, you should really enjoy doing this. While I'm doing this, I'm going to say Happy New Year to everybody. I know that, you know, on the calendar it says spring will start on the 20th, and I believe that's going to be Saturday. But that's the equinox that they go by, and I actually go by the equilux because that is closer to same what is it, equal day and equal night. That's closer to equal day, equal night than the actual equinox day is. So I'm starting the spring new year today. So Happy New Year to all of you. May we all have a prosperous garden this year. Enough that we can not only eat what comes up, but then also store so that we can eat later. And that's the goal of this, not just to eat for right now, but to have something to eat later and have enough that you can put it away, whether you can it, whether you freeze it, you know, however way you're going to store it, but that you can eat now and still have enough to save for later and eat later when it's out of season. But you still have some because you've done your due diligence to get it going. So, all right. So this is ready for dill. Can I put that in here for the dill? I did not. All right. So all the containers that I'm going to do tonight, they are filled with the dirt. I kind of almost got that down to a T. I could actually do an extra one if I wanted to, but that's all for now. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the seed for the container that I made, and then I'm going to poke some holes in, and I'm just using a straw, just a regular straw that I have. And I'm going to use the straw and just poke some holes. I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 holes, and just drop the seed down in there and then cover it up. Give me a second. So this one is for the peas. Ooh, I may only do, maybe I only do 2 for this one. Make sure they have enough room. So there, oops, let's see. Trying to see, okay, here we go. There's a pea seed. Let's see here. Let me just do 2. So I got my hole. There's hole number 1 and hole number 2. Just gonna drop them down in there. Drop them down in there and then cover that up. And they add some more dirt on the top too. Not too much, but just enough. Since I still have a little extra. Yeah, there we go. Sweet. All right, so this container is ready to go. I'm just going to keep going until I get them all filled. Now, the other thing you can do is you can just sprinkle them on top since they're so small. You just sprinkle the seeds on top, add some more dirt on top of that, and then I'm going to get a spray bottle and spray them. So either way, you can make a hole or you can just put them on top, put another little layer of dirt on top of that, spray them with some water, and then you're good to go that way too. So just have fun with it. All right, so all my cells for tonight have been filled. I'm gonna go grab my spray bottle. I'll spray them. I'm gonna cover them, and then I'm gonna put them away. So I'll show you that in a second. Hold on. Spray bottle. So you're not trying to soak them, or saturate them. You're just trying to get the dirt that we've added on top, just a little moist, just to make sure that we help that germination process get to work. So now I'm going to show you how I'm going to cover them. I could use, hold on. Now, when you buy these trays at the store, you can also get a dome that goes with them. But sometimes if you get a container that is like this one, for instance, is a little taller than all the others in here. And so the dome won't go all the way down because, you know, that one's just a little taller and it's gonna make the seal a little harder, although I think this one's gonna go down. But I just wanna show you, if you don't have a dome at home and you're starting this, and even if you don't have any of these kind of containers, if you keep, if you save your takeout containers that have like you know, the plastic container that has the top that folds over, you can use that. Put the dirt in there, close that up, put it in a dark place, a dark warm place until it germinates, and then open it up and put it under lights. That will get you started just as easy, and you're not spending any extra money to get it started. But here's another thing that I use, especially if I do have something that's a little taller and the dome won't go all the way on it. I will use saran wrap. And what I would do is I would take, I would take one of the cells, I would wrap some saran wrap on top of it, and then I'll put a rubber band to keep it secure, and that will help that germinate because it'll give you that greenhouse effect in there. That will help the germination process to start. And then once you see that they're starting to poke up, then you can take that plastic off, put it under some lights, and watch it grow. So that is it for tonight. I just wanted to give you just some quick tips on how to get everything started, let you know it's not as intimidating as you think it is. And even if you think that you can't grow anything, if I can grow something, you can grow something. So have a good night. You guys take care. Happy New Year once again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.